Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
I'm certainly happy I was able to purchase you from Herman, and that you have no objections to the deal.
Why should I? I hope to be a champ, with your help.
I'll do all I can. I promise you that.
You're very kind, Mr. Scally.
We'll do all we can to make you happy. Plans to make you a champ.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Now that we've become friends, why don't you drop the Mr. Scally? Just call me Scally.
And don't forget me. I'm Joe.
Oh, Joe, you're cute.
I get it. Anything to my way of thinking.
And how about showing you the gym? You're going to be spending most of your time there anyway.
It's a good idea.
Ruby, I want you to meet Miss Page.
How do you do? Visiting our gym?
No, I've purchased Miss Page's.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that.
You have a nice place here.
Oh, we're all just members of one big happy family. So the saying goes.
I have to spend a few minutes getting acquainted with our gym.
But, Mr. Scally, I have no gym togs with me.
I'm sure Ruby can help.
Why, yes. I'm sure we can borrow something out of the locker room. I'll be glad to help.
Why don't you, Peaches? I mean Miss Page.
Okay, if you say so, Scally.
Follow me, Peaches.
Hey, Joe. Where you going?
For Soviet, boss.
Well, change. Come on, I want to talk to you in the office.
If they wanted me to work out on the mat, I would have brought my own gym togs along.
Oh, don't worry. Somebody's always leaving something around this dressing room, and it won't hurt to borrow it.
Did you notice that new gal, Scally Drag? Oh, he's full of big promises. Don't tell me you fell for his line. Well, didn't you? Yes. I guess that makes us birds of a feather. Well, come on. Let's go to the showers.
Around fast enough when they find out I bought a contract.
Don't worry, boss. I know how to play dumb.
You don't have to tell me. What I want you to do is shadow her at all times, but don't let her know about it.
Leave it to me, boss. I used to work for Flat Nose Flynn, remember?
I didn't ask for references. Just follow my instructions.
Okay, boss.
I'm practically putting her in your charge. She's our new star wrestler.
Leave everything to me, boss. This is one job I won't fall down on.
You better not. Now I'll phone and see that she moves into our same apartment house. Hello, Johnson. Scally. Listen, I want you to do me a little favor.
Here's a clean towel. You can use it to dry yourself with after you've had your shower, in the next room.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Oh, I'm going over to Mr. Scally's office, but I'll be back in a few minutes.
Put in a good word for me, huh?
I don't think I'll have to.
Do you?
Well, she has the build and the strength. Something like a Fifth Avenue bus.
I bought her contract. She'll mean a lot of extra business for the gym. How about taking her out for some road work tomorrow?
Well, that's an excellent idea. I'll go back and tell her.
swell dish to me.
Boss, the 3 men that were looking for you yesterday are here.
Where?
They're in your office.
Reunion to win at 12:40, 8:20, 4:10.
So I understand. I figured you'd be showing up anyway.
You guessed it right.
What's on your chest?
Mr. Big's got an idea. You've been bucketing a lot of dough.
Yeah, you sure are kicking in.
Bucketed nothing. You got the wrong information.
It isn't what we heard. You might as well level.
We got a way of finding things out, see? Your boy Jimmy ratted.
Jimmy ratted. Why, that...
Jimmy's working for Mr. Big now. Sort of personal. You can't touch him.
Okay. What does Mr. Big figure he's got coming?
35 grand. And he wants it now. Mr. Big ain't a patient man, Scally.
Well, I haven't got that much right now. Things have been rough.
Yeah. My heart bleeds for you, Scally. When?
Give me 30 days or so.
Is he kidding? We gotta have some security.
Never mind. It's a lot of time. I'll speak to Mr. Big and see how he feels about it. It's kind of nice to be alive, isn't it, Skelly? We'll be seeing you. This is Monk, Scally's confidential bookkeeper.
Well, well. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Come closer. I want to take a good look at you. Yeah, you look smart and just right.
Lefty and I have known Monk for a long time.
He's okay, Chief. He and I did time together up the river.
Good enough. Good enough. Can use a good man like you now. Well, Monk, you're in my pay now, but you still work for Scally, too.
Glad to be of service.
Easy job. Just keep an eye on Scally. I want you to report to me every move he makes, especially the amount of money he buckets. He does it regularly, doesn't he?
Well, I'm his confidential bookkeeper.
Don't be afraid. Speak up. You're amongst friends.
Yes, he does bucket bets, almost daily. He keeps the money in his office safe.
That's enough. We'll just nurse Scally along for the present. Just keep your mouth good and tight.
Don't worry about me, boss. I know my business.
Okay. Connie will show you the way out.
Hey, boss. Here's a telegram that was delivered to the apartment.
Well, let's see. A hot tip. Messenger boy in the 5th at 𝙁𝙪𝙡𝙦. Yeah, I want no part of it. Who ever heard of a fast messenger boy? Go on, get out of here.
The show, reunion to win at 12:40, 8:20, 4:10. Wet paint, slate, 4:20, 3:10 the show. Producer, 4:10 the show. Reunion to win at 12:40, 8:20, 4:10. Wet paint, slate, 4:20, 3:10 the show. Producer, 4:10 the show. Reunion to win at 12:40, 8:20, 4:10. Wet paint, slate, 4:20, 3:10 the show. Producer, 4:10 the
Boss,
show.
did you hear about the 6th at 𝙁𝙪𝙡𝙦?
What about it?
Messenger boy came in first, 20 to 1.
Messenger boy? What do you know?
Maybe the guy had something.
Who?
The one who sent you the wire.
Yeah, get out of my sight.
Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows?
It helps a little.
Reunion winner 1240, 82410.
Hello, Jackie. Where you going?
Home, of course. Where do you think?
Just a minute. I want to talk to you.
We'll make it fast. I'd like to get home.
I know something about you.
Do tell. I'd love to hear.
I hate to say this, but you haven't been turning in all the bets you collect.
You think you know, don't you?
Yes, I do. 6 months ago, when you first started to work with us, you turned in more bets than you do now.
Well, times have changed.
I'll say they have. You lived in a cheap hotel room. Now you have a nice apartment. I can add things up. I'm a bookkeeper, remember?
You're nothing but a snake.
Of course, I could keep my mouth shut.
For a price?
Yeah, half the bet you bucket. You got any money?
I can let you have 20. It's all I can spare.
Maybe you can do better tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Now, don't get sore, Jackie.
Take your hands off me. Why don't you crawl into the sewer with the rest of the rats?
You'll be sorry you said that. Hi, boss. Glad to find you in.
Yeah? What is it now?
I got a choice bit of information for you. Nothing extra special, but I thought you might be interested.
It better be good. Go on.
Well, you know Jackie, the girl bookie that works for us?
I'm listening.
I thought you might like to know that her hands are like flypaper.
You mean she's holding out on us?
She buckets better than half the bets.
How do you know?
Well, that's easy. I can show you by the books. Look here. When she first started to work for us 6 months ago, she turned in twice the number of bets she does today.
I think you got something.
She used to live in a cheap hotel room. Now she has a swank apartment.
You're all right, Monk. You closely watch my interests and you'll go places.
Thanks, boss. I always like to be of help, even if it is in a small way. Of course, this shadow work involves a little expense.
You did well, Monk. And, I don't want you to think that I don't appreciate it.
Well, thanks a lot, boss. As I said, I always like to help you run a clean and upright business.
Hey, Joe. Come here. Why is it every time I want you, you're in the gym with one of the girls?
Because it's an easier place to find me.
Well, come in my office. I want to talk to you.
Okay.
The show, producer, 410 the show. Reunion winner 1240, 82410. Wet paint, Blake, 420, 310 the show. Producer.
I have a job for you. I want you to go to the stables.
What, again? But, boss, this will make it 3 times this week.
You should complain. You're eating regularly, aren't you?
You know, boss, they can send me to jail for this.
Do tell.
Maybe for 7 or 8 years.
Maybe you'll be lucky and get a shady cell.
I'm gonna quit this business.
Well, I could always put you back selling peanuts at the arena.
Oh, no, boss. Not that. Anything but that. All right, what's the name of the horse?
Puncture proof. You know what to do.
Okay, I know my stuff.
Say, boss, there's a heavy play on Golden Boy in the 4th of Pimlico. We got over 5 G's on him. Shall we lay some of it off?
We'll take a chance on 2 G's. Spread the other 3 with Mo and Jaime.
Okay, boss.
Oh, say, did you get a hold of Jackie like I told you?
I sure did, boss. She's outside now.
Send her in.
What does Scally want to see me for?
I don't know. He didn't say a word to me.
You wouldn't lie, would you?
Why should I? We're partners, aren't we?
The boss wants to see you now, in his office.
You may think you're smart, but you can't outsmart an old-timer like me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That you're bucketing most of the bets you collect. You're nothing but a cheap chiseler.
You can't talk to me that way.
You needn't deny anything. Monk has clearly shown me every detail.
Monk?
It surprises you?
You mean you believe him?
Yeah.
He's nothing but a sewer rat.
You forget, Monk is working for me and has been for a long time. He's been checking on you and shadowing you for the past few weeks.
I may be a sucker, but I can see you and Monk are made of the same filth.
Best thing for you is to get out of town and get out fast. If I catch you hanging around again, I'll have you beaten up. Now get out of here.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, just thinking Mr. Skelly is such a wonderful gentleman.
I could tell you a thing or two about your Mr. Scally.
You don't seem to like him.
Well, let me tell you what happened when my best friend applied to him for a job.
Come in. Come in.
Mr. Scally, I'm afraid I don't have the money I promised you today. But if you'll only give me a little more time.
Let's not get all upset, Beverly. I'll give you more time, all the time you need. Do you have a job?
Well, I had one, but I'm going to get another one soon.
Did you get fired?
Yes. They said I was drunk. That's funny, isn't it?
Drunk, huh?
I wish I could get drunk instead of...
These pills you're taking are quite expensive, Beverly. An expense I'm afraid I can't handle myself at the moment.
Please don't cut me off, Mr. Scally, please. I'll get another job soon. I've been promised.
What, Beverly? A job? Doing what? You're in no shape to work right now. Are you still living at home? Maybe your folks could.
Home. I haven't got a home. And I haven't any folks either. Would you call a drunken father and mother folks? I don't. No, Mr. Scally. I'm on my own. I can't remember when I haven't been.
Wait a minute. There just may be a way to help you out.
Do you think so, Mr. Scally? I'd do anything to pay you what I owe. I'll take any kind of a job. Washing dishes, doing laundry, anything.
Well, that isn't exactly what I had in mind, but you might be able to do me a favor.
Favor?
Yes. A certain friend of mine, Mr. Gomez, has a little place not far from here. Sort of a cabaret, you know, dining, dancing, little drinking, that sort of thing.
I'd make a very good waitress, Miss Holly.
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind, my dear. You see, Mr. Gomez is a businessman. He caters to a very fine class of people. Of course, some of his customers drop in without a date, and some of the girls act as hostesses to make them feel more at home.
Oh, I see. Well, just how much at home do they have to feel?
Well said, my dear. You understand. Keep them company. Have a few drinks, and then...
Oh, no, Scally. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be a... Oh, no. I've sunk pretty low, but doing that, why, Oh, no.
Oh, come now, Beverly. You're much too pretty a girl to cry. It's really not that bad. It would give you a chance to get back on your feet and a little money to buy, well, whatever you might want. Understand? Whatever you need.
Yes. I understand, Mr. Scally. I understand. I don't suppose there's really any reason why I shouldn't, is there? I have no one to answer to, do I? Just myself. Isn't that right? I can do anything I please. It will be nice to have a little money again to buy whatever I like. Yes, it would be nice. All right, Mr. Scally. I'll see you, Mr. Gomez. Maybe I'll get a chance to forget a lot of things. Maybe after I get a little money, I could go away and maybe start over again. I'll see you, Mr. Scally. What's the address?
Did he really do that?
He's just plain no good, if you ask me. He's the sort of a guy that would change a girl's evening stroll from a recreation to an occupation.
But he wants me to be his girl.
His girl is a lot of girls, and you happen to be only one of them.
I don't understand. He treats me so nice.
Listen, kid, a lustful look to that guy is like a bugle call to a cavalry mount.
But he said he'd help me. And I want to be a champ like Claire Mortensen.
Oh, I know you mean well, kid. I used to believe his lies, and sometimes I still do. But take my advice. I never saw any good come out of him, and I never will.
Say, boss, you know that horse called Puncture Proof?
What about him?
He dropped dead this afternoon at the starting gate.
Well? Just what did you do out there at the track anyway?
Just what you told me, boss.
I didn't tell you to kill the horse.
Maybe the horse was too weak. How should I know? Maybe he had the flu or something.
You're trying to be funny.
Listen, boss, I'll make it up to you. Tomorrow I'll try another.
No, you don't. Go on, get out of here till I send for you.
It's about time you go over and call on Scally. There's been too much silence.
How's Monk doing?
Monk's been doing a fine job of checking for me. But I want you to drop in and refresh his memory as to that 35 and he owes me.
I'll make it a point to drop in on him today.
Am I intruding?
No, come right in.
That's all right. I guess I'm old enough to take a hint. It doesn't seem so long ago that I, too, believed your lies. But I guess it won't be long until I'm not even wanted around here.
You know she doesn't mean anything to me.
Sure, I can believe that. It's the very same line you give her about me. Oh, what am I going to do with you anyway?
Don't.
Oh, take your hands off me. I can still remember your lies about all the wonderful things you were going to do for me. Sure. Look at me now, picking up towels in a gym locker room.
I tell you, with me, it's strictly business.
Sure, I can see that. You and her. Some business. Oh.
I'm sorry, boss. I didn't mean you to break up any conference.
By coming in, you did me a favor. Oh, say, don't forget, tonight we're going to see the leopard woman wrestle the panther woman. Same seats. Don't forget it.
I won't, boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the feature bout of the evening. In this corner, weighing 108 pounds, the leopard lady. And at 110 pounds, the famous panther woman.
again?
Yeah. Mr. Big just asked me to drop in to give you his regards. He's real interested in you.
Quit kidding.
You must know what he means business. He wants that money. His patience is running out. Swell-looking bunch of dames you got out there. Even Mr. Big says it's a smart cover-up you got, letting a clean sport like lady wrestling front for you.
Why don't you dry up?
Are you Umberto Skelly?
That's what everybody calls me.
Well, then this is for you, Mr. Skelly.
How did he get in here?
Don't get excited. The same way the girls did, through the front entrance. What is it, boss?
A subpoena to appear before the Crime Investigating Committee.
That's nice.
You wouldn't do any singing, would you?
I could, of course, but I don't think I will. That is, if Mr. Big will cooperate, let us say, in this little matter between us.
You've got a point there. I'll speak to him about it. But remember, Mr. Big's first love is money.
Now, boss, I don't want to get mixed up in this investigating business. Now, remember, I don't speak English.
Say, Monks, pick up my tickets for tonight's wrestling bout.
Sure, same the year round.
Great match tonight. Champion Clara Mortensen versus Rita Martinez, champion of Mexico. Oh, say, you want to bet?
Quit kidding. Bookkeepers are not supposed to bet.
Just checking.
I've been listening to that same gag from you ever since I worked for you.
Reunion of winner 1240, 820 to 410. Wet paint, plate 420, 310 to show.
I want you to understand that this is to be a very private conversation. Anything we say will not go beyond these four walls.
I understand.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in a little piece of business. Strictly business, you understand.
That depends on the business.
Well, I'll be frank with you. How'd you like to throw your bout to Rita Martinez? I could make it very interesting. Say $1,000.
Why, Mr. Scully, I'm surprised to hear you talk that way. I really don't know how to take it.
As I say, it's business.
I'm sorry, Mr. Scully, I'm not interested. Wrestling is one of the few remaining clean sports. And we who make our living at it intend to keep it that way. I'm not interested in that kind of money. Not even for $1, $2, $5, or $10,000.
Well, I didn't mean to offend you.
It's scum like you that not only ruin the sport, but the athletes and public as well. Good day. I've been looking for you.
What is it, Claire?
Get your things out of your locker. You're leaving Scully's gym at once. This place is a hot box.
What about my contract?
I know what I tell Mr. Scully to do with it, and I'm going to do all I can to run him out of this profession.
You don't seem to like Scully.
I hope he dies with a fishbone in his throat. Come on, let's go.
I don't want you to be offended. As I say, it's strictly business.
You think because I am Mexican you could take advantage of me, but I am no fool.
I thought you'd understand.
You forget that I am the champion of all Mexico. In this sport, it takes hard work to get there and guts to stay there.
Well, you're right, but after all...
Goodbye, Mr. Skelly.
Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing, at 134 pounds, the champion of Mexico, Rita Martinez. And weighing 130 pounds, the world's champion, Clara Mortensen. Okay, I've got it. Connie says Scally's to take the stand in a few minutes.
Just one wrong word from Scally and he won't live to say another one.
I know a quick drying cement we can pack him in.
Did I ask you anything?
But, Chief, I just want to help.
I'll call for you when I need you. Now shut up, all of you, so I can hear the investigation over the radio.
First, I would remind you, Mr. Scally, that you're under oath. Any deviation from the truth will constitute perjury. Now, what is your business?
I'm a promoter of women wrestlers.
You make a lot of money at that business, don't you?
I have my income tax records to show.
You're not answering the question. You do make a lot of money in that business, don't you?
Depends on what you mean by a lot.
Is the women wrestling business your only source of income, Mr. Scally?
Yes. Women wrestling business is my only source of income. It's a clean sport. That's why there's no big money in it.
How about horse racing, Mr. Scally?
It's out of my line.
You mean to tell this committee that you never bet on horse races?
I'm a wrestling promoter. Not interested in horses.
Do you know any bookmakers, Mr. Scally?
I know a lot of people. I don't ask a man his business.
7 years ago, you were arrested in New York for making book. Do you deny that, Mr. Scally?
It's a frame-up. I never made book in my life.
Oh, yes, you have. And before this committee is through with you, we're going to prove it.
You haven't anything on me.
That's what you'd like to think, isn't it, Scally? Before we're through with this investigation, we're going to know all about you. And about a man who's known as Mr. Big. That'll be all for the present. We'll send for you again soon.
You here again. Come here.
Oh, I can never have any fun.
Come on, I want to talk to you.
All right.
Say, Chief, Monk's here to see you.
Bring him in. What is it, Monk?
Things look pretty suspicious, Chief. Scally sent me down to the bank twice today, and I've drawn out large sums of money. He's got it all in the office safe.
Go on. Go on. What else?
Well, he asked me 3 times what I was doing tonight. It looks as if he doesn't want me or anyone else in the place.
You mean there's no one at the gym tonight?
I'm pretty sure.
That isn't enough. Call up and check.
Hello.
Hello, Ruby. This is Monk.
What do you want?
Any of the boys around?
No, everyone's gone home but me, and I'm leaving in about 5 minutes.
That was Ruby. She's leaving in 5 minutes. There isn't a soul in the place.
How do we get in?
Let me go ahead. I'll open the back door for you. I'll even wait until you arrive.
All right, boys. Give Monk a 20-minute start and go to Scally's office and hijack that safe. I want my 35 grand, and I want it now.
It's a valuable tip. Why, thanks, Chief.
What are you doing here this hour of the night? Expecting someone?
No, boss. I was just leaving.
Well, get out of here. Like I told you?
Yes, boss. I parked in a clear spot so that we can get out in a hurry.
Come on, let's hurry up a little faster.
All right. Hey, somebody just came in. They must have ripped the back door alarm.
Get out of here in a hurry.
All right, give it to me.